Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing with some makeup. I used quite a few new products and also a new technique when it comes to applying my makeup, especially with the eyes, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I hope that you guys are going to enjoy, find some inspiration, and let's get started. So I usually start with my face makeup, so I'll do my foundation, my concealer, and then I'll move on to the eyes. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I got this beautiful eyeshadow palette from Lawless. It's called The One, and you have these gorgeous shades inside. I actually showed this in a recent PR unboxing that I did in one of my vlogs. You guys might have seen that. If not, I will link it down below. So to prime my eyes, I'm going to take my concealer. This is the NARS Radiance Creamy Concealer. It's the same one that I'm going to use underneath my eyes, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid and then blend it in with a brush. Then I'm going to take this face powder with a nice fluffy brush, and I'm just going to set that concealer so that we have a nice base to work on top of. So I'm going to go in with this shade. It's called Next Level, and a little bit of Feels, which is the one just next to it. They're very pretty, like peachy type of colors. And I'm just pressing this on my lid, and I'm also bringing it up slightly into the crease. And then with a fluffy brush, I'm just softening the edges, and I'm kind of flicking it out at the corner just to kind of diffuse the color. So now we have a nice wash of that color all over the lid. Next, I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Shady. It's a really pretty kind of deep purpley brown. I'm going to pick up some of that color with a flat angled brush, and I'm going to press this very close to my lash line. And I'm going to create a very slight little flick at the corner of the eyes just to elongate them a little bit. And just flicking it a little bit upwards, just so that it's nice and soft. Then I'm taking the black color in here with the same flat angled brush. And again, I'm going to press that very close to the lash line to just kind of intensify and deepen that smokiness, but still keeping it quite soft and natural. So that's it for the shadows. I'm going to add a little bit of highlight into my inner corner when I do it on my cheeks. I feel like this looks so crazy right now, but I think it's going to be worth it to be able to wipe off the excess shadow. But to complete the eyes, I'm going to apply some mascara and some falsies. I've had these sitting in my drawer for ages. I used to use the Demi Wispies from Ardell. These are the original Wispies, so they're the full ones. And then I'm going to apply some mascara on top. The eyes are pretty much done. I'm going to wipe away any of the fallout. I'm just using a little cotton round and some makeup remover. This one is from Caudalie. So I'm just going to wipe right here underneath my eyes. And I'm also just going to clean up this space right here so we get kind of a nice, like, diffused out look, but a little bit cleaner. So that is what we have. So it's not too bad, but I still think it makes a difference if you want that nice, like, bright under eye look. Before doing foundation and concealer, I'm going to take a little bit of under eye cream. This one is from Drunk Elephant. It's nice and lightweight, but very hydrating for the under eyes. I'm also going to just prime this part of my face with the Tatcha. This is the Silk Canvas Primer. It is one of my favorites. It looks like this. I just scoop out a little bit with my finger. You just need about that much. And I will just take this right here around my nose. This really helps to smooth out any little pores, or just in general if you have like a bit more texture on your skin, if you have acne scars. It's a really nice base for foundation, or even just to wear on its own if you want to do like a super natural day. And I just take any left over here between my brows as well, and a little bit here around my mouth. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to use this one from Benefit. This is the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation in shade number 6. I got this in a couple of months ago, but I still haven't tried it. It seems like it's quite liquidy, so you have to shake it up a little bit. There's a little ball in there. I'm going to apply that with my Hourglass foundation brush. This is my favorite for liquid foundations if I'm not going to use a beauty blender. So I've applied a very light layer of that. It seems to be quite like a light to medium coverage, but really nice overall. Next, I'm going to go in with some concealer. This is, again, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. First going in with ginger, and I'm taking that underneath my eyes. A little bit here around my nose. And here on my mouth, and just a little bit between my brows as well. Then I'm going to take my dampened beauty blender and blend all of that in. And then I'm going to set my concealer in place with a little bit of loose powder. This is my favorite Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to dip my beauty blender in there. I'm also setting a little bit here on my forehead, between my brows, a little bit around my nose and mouth. We're finally gonna do brows. I feel like this is such a reverse makeup tutorial. Usually I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo. You guys know that's been my holy grail brow product for probably the last 10 years or so. But I'm gonna use a very similar one. This is from Benefit. It is the Foolproof Brow Powder, and it looks like this. So you get 2 different shades. It's very similar to the Anastasia one. And then I'm also going to use their double-ended brush. So it has a spoolie on one side and a flat angled brush on the other. So I'm first just going to brush up my brow hairs with the spoolie side. And with the flat angled brush, I'm going to pick up the darker shade, which is meant for the end part of the brow, but I feel like my whole brow is this color. So I'm just going to take that one and just fill in any sparse areas and just make the shape look a little bit more even. Brows are done. I feel so much better now. I think it just brings the whole face together. I'm gonna go back to the skin. I'm gonna do some bronzer because we need to warm up the skin a little bit. I feel like the foundation is really pretty, but I think just maybe a touch too light, so I'm going to warm it up with some bronzer. I'm going to take my favorite Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer with a nice big fluffy brush, just get it really good in there, and really just warm up the face and give it a nice bronzy, healthy, sun-kissed look. I'm also going to take a little bit of that bronzer on a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to bring that underneath my lower lash line. For blush, I wanted to do something quite similar to what I had on my eyes, like a nice peachy color, so I chose Peaches from MAC, which looks like this. It's a really nice, more warm toned pinky peach color. It's one of my favorites. When I apply blush, I like to smile a little bit to find the apple of my cheek. I put it just there, and then I blend it backwards. Then I just sweep any leftover on my nose, a little bit here, just to kind of bring everything together. And then for some highlights, this has been my recent favorite. It's from Jouer. It's called Skinny Dip, and it is a beautiful, more gold toned highlight. I'm going to show you a little swatch. It is so pretty. Beautiful. I think this would look good on pretty much everyone. It is so pretty and it's so creamy as well. I'm going to take that on a fan brush and just sweep it across the high points of my face. I'm going to take a little bit more with a smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to pop that into the inner corners of my eyes to give them a little glow as well. On to lips, I'm going to use one of my old favorites. I used to use this all the time. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in the color Pillow Talk. It's a really nice nude, and I think it's going to complement the eye look really well. And on top of that, I'm going to go in with Sexy Lips. This is also from Charlotte Tilbury. So that is the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. I tried a lot of new products today and I think it looks pretty good. It was also my first time trying this Lawless eyeshadow palette, and I think it's really beautiful. I really love these warmer tones and they blended really nice, and all of her products are more on the clean side, which is really good as well. I will make sure to have all of the products that I used listed below in the description box. I will also be doing a giveaway for you guys in this video. These are all the items that I'm putting in this video's giveaway, so lots of good makeup, some skincare. So there's lots of good stuff in here. If you guys want to enter to win, all you have to do is leave a comment under this picture right here. This picture is going to be over on my Instagram. You can leave me any comment that you like and that will count as your entry. I'll also make sure to have a link for the photo down below in the description box as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're all having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye guys!